This is going to be another general energy reading. This, I don't know what it's going to be about. I'm just going to go with the flow and whatever it is I'm meant to pick up. So, yeah. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys with my last reading if you guys watched it. Yeah, I know the energy might have been a little heavy. Maybe, you know, it came at the right time for some of you. Maybe it just completely went over others' heads. I don't know. But, yeah, so I just wanted to check in with you guys. I hope everybody's doing okay. I thought about going live, but it's really, really late over here. Some people do be up this late. I know I'm not the only one, but yeah. I didn't want to just, like, just go on live. But anyway, this is just going to be a general energy reading. Like I said, I don't know what it's going to be about. I feel led to use my Sailor Moon energies. So the Sailor Moon playing cards and the Sailor Moon tarot cards, the Moon Crystal Tarot. So I'm going to use these. You guys, like I said a lot, I've said this a few times, maybe a little bit, quite often a bit, when I talk about Sailor Moon or when I'm using Sailor Moon cards or whatever. I usually often say I suggest that you guys watch Sailor Moon. I really do. I think it's on Hulu. There's a anime website or whatever where you can watch anime for free. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it starts with the V or something, like, I can't remember what it's called. But Hulu has all the Sailor Moon series. It even has the Moon Crystal, Sailor Moon Moon Crystal or whatever series, which is the revamped version of Sailor Moon. But I would suggest watching it. It's not, it's a child's, supposed to be for children, but it's very deep. And I kind of like, kind of feel like, not really, I don't know. I mean, because there's a lot of anime fans that are adults. So maybe it wasn't really intended for children, but when I was growing up and watching it, it really kind of, it didn't resonate fully, like, in that sense. Like, it kind of just, you know, oh, it's a little action anime or whatever. No. It has a lot of deep meaning in it. And one of the things I want to talk about, one of my spiritual sisters sent me a YouTube video. God, I can't remember the channel's name. I know it's Falor. I can't remember her name. I'm sure you guys know who she is, some of you. Anyway, she talks about energetic updates often and different things like that. And the video that my spiritual sister sent me, she was talking about crystals in part of the video. And it reminds me of a Sailor Moon episode, actually. And another episode, it was like tarot, and it was like a fortune teller or whatever. They were reading tarot cards or whatever. And these evil entities on Sailor Moon, they usually like infiltrate, because their thing is they're in battle. It's like a spiritual war when you watch this cartoon. And one of the episodes, I think it was like maybe the second episode of season 1, second or third episode, I don't remember. It was like one of the first episodes in the first season. And in one of the episodes, there was like a crystal shop or like a jewelry store shop or whatever. One of the girls' mom got possessed by this this entity from the evil world or whatever. And all the crystals and all the gems and everything or whatever that was in the store, I'm jumping all over the place, I'm trying to like stay on track, that were in the store were attracting people, like mesmerizing them and hypnotizing them, like drawing them to the store because it was feeding off of their energy. And I feared this, that at some point these things that we use and that we love so much, and these things that come directly from Mother Earth, these things that are meant to be natural healers and connectors to the universe and to the Mother Earth, would be attacked, meaning the crystals and the gems. So in this video, what is her name? It's gonna make me mad not to, I'm on my phone so I can't even look it up. for, I'll leave her name in the description box, but pretty much, she was speaking of crystals being hijacked with, I guess, supersonic technology or something like that, and being very mindful of where you get your crystals from, where you're buying them. And that's why I said in the video that I did before this today, or like earlier today or whatever, your today could be tomorrow. It's midnight, so it's Tuesday now, not Monday. It's no longer Monday, but Monday I posted a video, and I was saying how the New Age movement, in some perspective, is deception. It is. And what I meant by that is, it's like anytime like certain things are overly exposed and commercialized, that's when you need to like pay attention. Like there's something to it. It's usually like a program, is something to like suck you in, and it could be for money reasons, you know, for like an industry, you know, to make a lot of money, or for spiritual reasons, to attack you spiritually. So with that being said, the New Age movement, you have to be very mindful of that. And just like there's good and bad in every community, it is what it is. This is no different. So with your crystals and things like that, I would highly suggest that make sure you know where your source is coming from. Like if you're buying like crystals, say you're buying crystals offline, and like some popular place starts selling crystals and stones, like some commercialized place like K Jewelers or something. Oh, we're selling crystals, and I would be careful of that. Like for some reason, I don't know if that's something that's already, like they're doing that or whatever. I know they have like amethyst cuts and emerald cuts and stuff like that at jewelry stores, but when they start like, I don't know why I'm getting it. It could just be they'll start selling them at like Forever 21s or Hot Topics or something. Just be careful, like a commercialized place, like be mindful. And even if you get it from a place that you trust, like a mineral store or something, I would just like cleanse and pray over your crystals. Like what I like to do, I feel like the best way to cleanse your crystals, some people use the water, some people soak them in salt water, some people put them under the moon or the sunlight, some people sage them, palisanto them, whatever. But just know that you have to just be even more discerning, you know, because these evil energies, they're up on game too. You know, they might be a little stupid, but not necessarily. So when you start to evolve and you start to grow, they're going to start infiltrating your spaces too, like masculine themselves in a way. So in the episode of Sailor Moon, the girl's mother who worked at the jewelry shop, she was possessed by this evil entity, this evil woman or whatever. And the crystals and the jewelry and stuff was like, it had some special energy in it that was drawing the customers to buy it. And when they bought it, it was sucking their energy. So very mindful of everything and every tool that you use. Tarot cards are no different. I don't know why I'm being guided to say this, but like because tarot cards are a popping thing. Like tarot cards have always been around, and you know, but now with the New Age movement, everybody's more comfortable with using it. So they're gonna take these ancient things, and they're gonna take these, you know, tools, these divination tools that have been around for years and centuries and ancient times, and they're going to even probably, if they haven't already, created cards that are meant to suck your energy or, you know, confuse you or whatever they're doing. I don't want to scare anybody, but that's just what I feel. If you feel like if you can look at a card and you look at it and something about the energy is off or something, don't buy it. You just have to be very careful of certain things, and you have to be careful of certain healers you go to. You have to be careful of certain readers you listen to. You have to be careful of everything, because I wholeheartedly believe, like, not everybody on YouTube, or not everybody that calls himself a healer or that does tarot readings and all this stuff, not everybody is what you think. Not everybody is what you think. I don't know, maybe you guys already like know that, or you came across something, I don't know, but I'm just being guided to say that. You can't allow everybody to tap into your energy. And even if it's a general reading, like, we're all connected like a electricity. So if it's like a reader, or if it's like a healer or something that you feel drawn to or something, it's calling out to your energy for a reason. But you have to be discerning whether you're drawn to that energy because it's helpful, or is it something that's trying to suck your energy. So especially if you feel drained after readings or something, sometimes when you get drained, it's because something's being cleared or being removed or something. You know how it goes. But just be mindful. And also, if you are a reader, some of your clients are not what you think they are. Some of them are energy vampires too. I've been there, done that. You can tell by the way that it feels. You can tell when you're being spiritually attacked. You have to be careful. Some of them will scam you out of money. That's happened quite a few times for me. I know that's happened to some other readers too, that they'll they'll come in very nice and very sweet. I need your help, blah, blah, blah. Get a reading, and then they'll do something funny where they don't, give you the money exchange, or they go back and get a refund or something. You need to be careful of those people. Just saying. Be careful who you lay hands on too. Like, people, I need energy clearing, I need some help, and you go to them and you clear their energy, and they put something on you. Whatever they had on them, they put it on you. You guys just be discerning. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to be scary. I'm just telling you to be aware, be guarded, be suited up, because not everybody is what you think or who you think they are at times. So going back to the Sailor Moon, I'm going to get into the reading, I promise. I just felt guided to share this. On another episode, it was, speaking of readings, it was a fortune teller. It was like this sage. It was this guy who was really gifted. It was an older man, and he was giving away readings. And then I think they had, the evil entities had like created a fake booth or something. Like, it was an illusion, like the booth was set up. And this reminds me of the twin flame stuff. And this is your twin flame, and this is your soulmate, and this is the one. You need to be careful of that. I always say this because in the beginning, when I started off, I felt guided, like I was in the place where I could assist people with letting them know whether or not this was a connection or not. But now, in the position that I am, because I feel like I've been led astray, I've allowed myself to be led astray with that, like, oh, this is your twin flame, or this is your soulmate, and being told that it's different people, and being people, obviously, that is really, truly not for me, not healthy for me whatsoever. You have to be careful of that information. I feel that's something that you need to consult within yourself and your divine connect with God. You need to consult with that first. You can't go outside of yourself. But anyway, so in this episode, the guy, the little boy that has a crush on Sailor Moon, Serena, like, he has a big crush on her, is obsessed with her or whatever. He went to he was drawn to the tarot reader that was the evil entity, and then he got hypnotized, and they were telling him, like, this is the one. So he like telling her that he needs a dater, or they're gonna get married, or something along the lines of that, like feeding him some bullshit. And then Serena went to the real tarot reader, and he was telling her that there's somebody around her that really likes her. And although he was not being deceptive, he kind of kept it open for her to discern for herself who that could be. He didn't tell her exactly, like, yeah, this and that. He left it open for her. God will don't be mistaken if God tells you directly, really tells you directly up front and personal, like, yeah, this is that, or whatever. But sometimes you have to leave it open for a person to use their own discernment and their own connection with God to figure things out. And that's what the wise tarot reader did. The evil entity that was cloaking themselves as a tarot reader deceived the little boy, and he was hypnotized and into almost obsession and like mad behavior, like obsessive, like controlling, and like he was being controlled basically. He was being taken over by that energy. So you guys have to be careful. So I'm telling you, and this twin flame energy, I almost want to say, like, the whole twin flame movement thing was created by something that's not, that is not of God. And not to say that the essence of a divine counterpart and divine energy doesn't exist, but that word twin flame and the whole twin flame signs and all that stuff, I feel in some way, I've always felt this, and I've spoken on this before. If you've been subscribed to my channel for a long time, for like a minute, because I've been on YouTube for years, and I started off as a twin flame reader, that I said that I would not do those types of readings anymore. Not saying that I would not help those in that situation anymore, or that I didn't believe in divine counterparts, but you have to be careful of certain titles and certain labels and certain things. And maybe even it's not that it's evil. Maybe it's people have taken that beautiful energy of a divine connection and divine counterpart and infiltrated with some evil things, and cause a lot of people to get obsessed and get over, so this has been like overly sensationalized, like people is all obsessed with people. This is my twin flame, that's my twin flame, and we need to be like, it's become a very toxic, dark energy on some levels in some cases, and that's what troubles me. So that came up for a reason, I don't know. But that Sailor Moon, I would definitely watch it. It also speaks of past lives. It speaks of spiritual warfare. It speaks of divine connection, divine counterpart energy. I would definitely watch that. I love that show. Like, it's dear to my heart. Like, it's not just like a little childhood thing. Like, it's really, I connect with it, and I didn't understand why. I didn't understand why I was so connected to it. But I would watch that show. You're not too old to step into your inner child, but as an adult, you can possibly understand it better. So I'm going to tap into the energy. I'm going to call to the Most High God to come through, and I ask for nothing but love, light, truth, and clarity. I also ask for divine protection surrounding this reading. I call to the Archangel Michael to surround this reading with divine protection, to block out any lower vibrational energies or entities that may try to penetrate this reading, to cast deception and any other blockages on us. Divine Spirit, I ask Archangel Michael for you to send those energies back to wherever they came from. I also ask that my ego be casted aside during this reading, and that I am fully present in this energy in which the Most High God wishes for me to tap into. I also ask, Most High God, that those who are meant to receive this message hear it in the way that you are meant for them to receive it. I also remove any inner blockages within myself from allowing me to receive this message. I also ask that those that are here with loving guidance intent be sent that loving energy back tenfold, and anyone who is here with ill intent, may that energy be reflected back to them tenfold. Thank you, Most High God. Let's go ahead and get into this reading. What are the messages that you have for us? How long did I take talking? Well, I can't say I'm sorry. I think it is what it is. If you guys are like, oh, just shut up and get to the reading, like, then you missed the point. But that's all good. Maybe it's not for you. And by the way, this is general, meaning general in the sense that it's not talking to just one specific person. It's talking to a group of those, whoever is meant to hear this message, I guess, and come across this reading. What's the energy? Thank you. Okay, you got the Jack of Clubs and the Jack of Diamonds. It has Sailor Venus and Sailor Mercury in both the Jacks. And then you got Sailor Jupiter with 5 of Diamonds. Let's start off with those because they came out first. So you have 2 diamonds, Jack of Diamonds and the 5 of Diamonds, Jack of Clubs. Okay, so these are 2 separate energies. Okay, this is, I feel like, consulting with spirit guides or consulting with your like brotherhood or sisterhood, communicating with love or support and encouragement at this time, because a lot are going through major shifts in the material sense, in the material world, or this could be financially. if there's shifts taking place in that area, specifically fire sign allies and earth sign allies. And it could be their Mercury's and their Venus signs. Jupiter is the ruling planet of Sagittarius, so specifically Sagittarian friends. The Five of Diamonds is like the Five of Pentacles, and that's Taurus energy. So Taurus, essentially any, I would say any air sign as well, but just take what resonates. I feel that there's someone, that there's going to be people that are here to assist you with these changes, these material changes, these shifts taking place in your material world. And I'm not speaking just of finances, even though it can be that, you know, preparing you for your blessings, basically, because there's some changes that are taking place. Jupiter represents luck and fortune. So if you're in a space right now where you're out of a job, maybe someone like a friend contacts you. Maybe a friend contacts you and, you know, says that their job is hiring, or they have a job for you, or they help you out financially, you know, a family member or something, a close ally that's here to assist you. One of your friends could be very witty and like very uplifting and very inspiring, very playful, someone that helps you to kind of detach out of this lower vibrational energy. So I'm seeing that. Let's see what else we get. Okay, we got the Joker. The Eight of Hearts with Sailor Mars, and the Queen of Spades with Sailor Moon. Okay. The White Cat is a male energy. It's a masculine energy. Some of you guys may be going through a heartache or going through a breakup with the 8. And it could be during, I would say with Mars, I believe Mars is Aries ruling planet, I think, or is it the sun? I can't remember. Ooh, I don't remember. This is fire energy. Either way it goes, I'm getting fire sign energy and water sign and air sign energy with this. Maybe some of you guys have just recently walked away from something or someone, or a connection. Some of you guys may have been guided by a male spiritual guide or ancestor. Maybe you guys were dealing with a player type or something with the Joker. With the Queen of Swords, I feel like it was called off by a feminine energy more than likely. If you're a woman or a feminine energy, maybe you called this situation off. Excuse me, it could have been due to a third-party situation. Maybe someone didn't tell you that they had another person involved. Okay, yeah, this is a counterpart energy. Look, Tuxedo Mask just came out. So you got 2 spades. 2 spades. The King and the Queen of Spades. So, yeah, maybe this person didn't tell you that they had you in a third-party situation. And for a lot of you, this is someone that you label as your divine counterpart, or someone that it is your divine counterpart. Or by walking away from this player type, this Joker, it actually allows that divine, the true divine masculine energy to come into your life. Take whatever essence, whatever message. Yeah, there's a third party. 3 of Swords. Here she is again. Sailor Mars, and then Sailor Moon. There's 3 different energies: Tuxedo Mask, Sailor Mars, and Sailor Moon. So, or I actually feel like this is your person, that this is someone that's coming in after a heartbreak with this Joker. This Joker represents a player. For some of you guys, the Joker is your spirit guide, guiding you to take some sort of action towards your masculine energy, or something in relation to your masculine energy. And it could have something to do with communicating, maybe, I don't want to say walking away, like literally. Maybe it's disconnecting or something, or getting back to yourself or something. And this is it's a very challenging message to relay. I feel like it's hard to relay this message, but it's like you got to step into your power with this one and speak your truth, even if you fear. Some of you guys, yeah, this is a third-party situation that you found out about. This person didn't tell you directly. And I feel like that's what caused you to step away from this person. And the good news is, stepping away from this joker actually leads you to your divine counterpart. Alright. So let's get a little deeper within the tarot and see what we get. Tarot and see what the message is. Three of Swords. So yeah, the Three of Spades came out in the playing card, so it's kind of equivalent to the Three of Swords. The Knight of Wands. Someone, yeah, some of y'all went through a little heartache a little bit. The Hermit card. That's 2 9s, 3 9s. You got the number 3 here. The 8 of Swords. Okay. It's a lot of heavy energy, you guys. 5 of Pentacles at the bottom, and we had the 5 of Diamonds in the other spread. So maybe your friends are helping you cheer up with when it comes to this connection, a situation. With the 3 of Swords is the crowning energy. This is a period that feels like it's very dark. This energy feels very dark. It seems very it seems like you're just in this midst of a heartbreak, and it's very hard to get past this energy or see past it. All of the cards except for the Knight of Wands, all of them are very cloudy and very gloomy. There's a lot of tears, there's a lot of sadness, a lot of mourning, and if it's not your own heartbreak, then you're feeling the heartbreak empathically with someone else or family or friends, or globally you're feeling some sort of heartache like I was speaking of earlier. And the other reading that I did on Monday, technically, yesterday, tonight, whatever, wherever, depending on where you are, that reading that I did was picking up a heavy heart chakra energy and pain in the heart. And I feel like it's being felt, especially if you're an empath. But I feel this is more personal for majority of you. This is more of a personal heartache. And a lot of triggering going on. And I feel very defensive with the Nine of Wands. You are at the point where you feel like you need to give up, but you can't give up. Whether this is on a situation with someone, whether it's just like life circumstances, period. Or it's like going through that heartache and wanting to believe in love again and not fully giving up on that, not giving up on love in general. But it can also be some of you guys are like, I want to let someone go, or something that didn't pan out the way that you wanted. It's like you're kind of struggling between, should I hold on to this and fight for this, or is it something that I just need to let go of and just give up on, with the Nine of Wands. Because you've been through a very tough time and you stuck it out. And it could be like, I'm tired of love. Like, this is my last straw. Like, I thought that this was it. Or I thought that this would be different this time around with the same person or a new person. Or just any circumstances you felt that. Some of you guys feel the pain. Could be, like I said, empathically, you're picking up on other people's struggles and pains. With the Hermit card, I feel like Spirit's telling you need to take this inward. You need to go within. The key is within the self. That enlightenment is within the self, how to address this energy. Yeah, you can get your friends to help, like, your friends can only do so much and help you, gain insight or uplift you and cheer you up and support you or whatever. But most of the work is going to have to be internal. Spirit's guiding you to go inward. You have a lot of 9s. Something is being completed, or something was completed, or you're on the brink of something closing out for the better. Because you got the Nine of Wands, the Hermit, which is the 9th major arcana card, and then you have the Nine of Swords here also. And these are 3 nines, and you have the 3 of swords. So this heartache is coming to an end. This agony that you're feeling, it's a temporary energy, but also it's a lesson. Excuse me. It's also that this energy could be ending for... This energy could be ending this sadness and heartache that you feel. It's coming to an end. And it's going to be a battle that's going to be won. But it's just going to take some time to just sit with all of this energy. Because you have the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords, like, Spirit is telling you to be mindful of focusing on this energy and its this agony and this sadness. Some of you guys are not able to sleep because it's so intense. This pain is so intense. Or you're feeling the sadness of the world. And that's where I'm at. I can more so resonate with feeling it for others empathetically. But for some, this is like you're dead smack in this energy. And it's hard to sleep. It's hard to wrap your mind around what's going on in the planet, or just energetically, whatever you're picking up on. It's hard for you to really wrap your mind around it. You're having a hard time sleeping. You're having nightmares, or you're constantly thinking about something and it's like haunting you in your dreams as well. It doesn't have to be a nightmare, but it could just be you're carrying this heavy energy of someone on your mind and on your heart. And Spirit's telling you to protect your energy as you sleep, because I don't know if this is her hair. Yeah, it's her hair. But it also looks like a dark energy around her. And it's coming from her head. It's coming from her crown chakra. So some of you guys are not clear because you're in this energy. You guys need to clear your crown chakra and meditate. And one of my spiritual sisters was telling me this earlier. I don't know why, but I'm going to do it. To cleanse your energy. However you feel guided to cleanse your crown chakra, you need to do that. Some of you guys, this can be affirmed. This can be set with an intention through writing or something, or prayed for. But there's also a web in the background. It looks like spider webs. I don't know if you can see them. But you guys need to get off the internet for a little bit. However long you feel guided to. I would suggest that you tap out of the internet, because there is an attack on the web. There's like stuff, and I hate, like, I cannot stand certain websites that constantly show like bad news. And I know like we need to be aware of certain things that are going on in the world, but it's constantly feeding you things. And there's this one specific, like, it's kind of like a celebrity gossip site, but they also post like worldly news and stuff. They usually post like the lowest of vibrational type of media stories, like, oh, this little kid got murdered, and or the parents beat them to death, and like just stuff that it just hurts your heart. And one thing for me is like kids and animals, that hurts me. So hearing like people harming children and stuff, I hate hearing that. I don't want to see that. And they post stuff like that. And I mean, like I said, obviously, but they choose those. Like, some have balance. Some websites have balance where they post, you know, the crimes, but they also post like, you know, marriage proposals and kids graduating and like funny stuff. But you guys have to tap out of the internet, because I'm telling you, it's an attack on the internet right now. They're constantly feeding you things to worry about, to be scared about, to feel sadness and mourn. Like, it's keeping you sucked in. And a lot of it is lies, I feel. A lot of it is just illusion, like stuff that's not even really going down like that. And they're painting that picture to keep you sucked in. And like I said, I was saying this on a live that I did on Friday night. In case you guys are wondering, I did the celebrity readings and I went live, and, you know, it's not up anymore. So if you missed it, I'm sorry. I'll do some more another time. But I was speaking of on that live, like, the internet is a portal. You can get sucked in very easily. Because it's like you're on it and you forget the time. Like, you forget how long you've been on it, like, if you're not careful. So minimize your time, or if you feel like something like the energy is draining, then log off of it. Like, do your best to do that, because it's an addiction for a lot of people. It feeds hormones in your body that makes you feel addicted and sometimes euphoric, like I gotta get on it. The ego is addicted to the likes and addicted to the, like, you know, the comments and the feedback that you could be getting. Or some of people are into constantly checking up on people. Some people like to have Twitter beefs or beefs in the comments, like going back and forth with people, argumentative energy, like all of that's on there. Jealousy and envy, like, oh, body shaming, oh, I wish my body was like that, or I wish my lifestyle, like, it's an illusion. You can get sucked in, get off of it for a while, at least, or whenever you feel guided. I'm not going to tell you when. You guys are adults. You guys, you know, if that's for you, it's for you, or whenever you feel guided. But it's a lot, and I'm gonna do this tonight. Don't sleep with your phones, your tablets, by you when you're sleeping. And I heard this from another spiritual channel that I watch, and they were saying, like, put your phones and devices and stuff under you, like under a level that's not, like, you don't want the stuff to be like directly in the same length as you on the bed, if that makes sense. So wherever you're sleeping, you don't want your phone to be like dead smack in the same proximity as you. Like, put it lower, you know, somewhere away from you, like whether it's on a shelf, on the bottom shelf or something, or a top shelf, somewhere where it's not like near you, if that makes sense. So maybe not sleeping next to your phones because of the radiation and the energy coming out of it. TVs, I can't sleep with TVs on. I don't even have a TV in my room. I barely even watch TV as it is. But TVs on, I can't sleep with TVs on. It makes my skin itch. Like, it's something about it. It makes my skin burn, makes my skin itch. I don't like the TV on. I don't even know why people can, I don't know how people can sleep with the TV on. And you know, the commercials and stuff, and in your sleep, and the things that come on TV that's playing in the background, like that too, you need to be discerning of too. But if you guys are gonna have your electronics, have them somewhere, like, you know, where you can hear them or whatever, but not dead smack in your space where you can, where they're like laying right next to you. So I don't know, that's what I'm getting. The Eight of Swords, yes, okay. Eight of Swords, some of you guys may be in this mental space that you're going backwards, and that's an illusion. It's like this, you're in this space. That's why it's very important to clear your mind, and that's why it's very important to clear your crown chakra right now, because you're in this space that is an illusion that you're going backwards, or that things are, in essence, things are getting worse, but in essence they're not getting bad. I mean, how do I explain it? Because it can seem like, especially in the world, it can seem like everything is just getting worse. And in some ways, yes, it is. But that's to keep you in this energy of docileness and fear and helplessness. And if this is personally in your own life where you feel like you're going backwards, that's because you're in this dark energy, in this gloomy, confused state of mind. And also, if you're an empath and you're in that state, it's not solely your energy that you're taking on. You're taking on the energy of a lot of people, and that itself, you got to protect your energy so that you can stay balanced. I don't know if this is too heavy, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, you know, if this is too much for you guys, I can't promise to deliver, you know, the messages that just, you know what I mean. I can't promise that that's what's gonna come out. I'm a healer, and part of my healing is like I gotta touch on the stuff, like the dark stuff, the stuff that, you know, is kind of uncomfortable to tap into. And if people don't get it and they feel like that's negative, then that's on them. That's their own issue. But you know, whatever. Alright, you got the Lovers, the Hangman, and the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles wanted to come out. So the Lovers and the Hangman and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you guys, there's a connection Some of you guys are like stuck in this situation with a person that you have like a strong communication with. Some of you guys may be feeling like it's time to sacrifice that situation or that connection, like give it up to God, just release it, surrender to it. Because you had some time to think about it, or you felt like this connection is causing you to it's causing you to feel stagnant and stuck, feeling like it's not progressing. Someone is deciding not to nurture this connection anymore, and it doesn't have to be all romantic. It could be other things and people that you love. It has Sailor Venus as the angel in the Lover's card. So when I speak of love, when I say love, I don't mean just exclusively to romantic love. It could be things and people that you love where you feel like these people are keeping you stuck. In some way, you feel like these people don't resonate with you. Some of them may even be judging you, harshly judging you, criticizing you. So this is a part of your evolution. You have to go through this process right now. And some of you guys may feel like you're like kind of just like a bat in the cave, like you're just kind of hanging there, like you don't really know what's next, you don't know what's going to happen. In the Five of Pentacles, some of you guys may feel abandoned, or you feel bad that you might have to walk away from something or someone or people, like you have to leave people behind. You feel guilty for this. And for others of you, you guys feel like God or spirit or the universe has left you behind, and that's not true. Help is there if you need it. Assistance, like it's always there. Like you're not just out here walking alone, but you guys, you're not dumb. Like you're at the level of consciousness that you are supposed to be. Like you have enough knowledge to guide you to your next step. It's an illusion that you're falling behind, but in some way, like the only reason why you are falling behind is because you're imposing that energy on yourself. The Six of Wands. The inner child is not feeling validated in some way, or the inner child has to feel a sense of assurance in some way, whether this is from God or the universe, like you kind of dependent upon kind of like a safety net or cushion, that everything is going to be okay, that you're going to make it out of the storm. And for some of you guys are feeling like something, all is lost in the situation. Maybe that it's not really lost, like it's not really the end, or whatever that means to you. Like you could be under this illusion that until I see results, until I have that reassurance that I need from person. Some of you guys feel like you cannot move forward until you communicate something to someone. And in some way, some cases, maybe spirit is, because the Lover's card is Gemini. And Gemini's ruling planet is Mercury. Excuse me, is Mercury. And you may be guided to communicate something from your heart. How you feel left out, how you feel as though you're the only person that's putting in the energy and effort into something, or that you simply just need to walk away from something because you don't feel like you're benefiting anything from this connection. When I say benefit, I don't mean in an egotistical sense, like what can you do for me type of thing, you know, materialistically, but this is like what seeds are we really planting something of value, if not deuces. And that includes friendships, family ships, whatever, romantic ships, all of that. And if it's a relationship with yourself where you gotta say, I need to get real, because what am I really doing? What am I really doing here with myself? Like, am I really taking care of myself? Am I really growing? Am I really doing the things I need to do? And this is not a place to criticize yourself harshly, but this is a place to just get real and honest from a place of love with yourself. But with the Six of Wands, I feel that a lot of you, it could be your ego is like, until I get that conversation or that closure, that validation that I need, then I really can't make a decision, or I can't move forward. Some of you guys are waiting for someone to like make a decision about you, or you want your friends, like some of you guys, this is family member or friends, like you're waiting for this person to get a clue about their love life. Like, why won't, you know, my best friend leave this person, or why is my cousin or my sister or whoever still stuck in this relationship or this marriage? And it's not really your business. But I feel like the big issue for you is that there's children involved, so that's why you're very concerned. Some of you guys may be feeling guided to communicate to this person, like really asking like what's really going on. But you feel like you're gonna be the person that everybody looks at like you're being, maybe for instance you're being a hater, or for instance everybody else is for this relationship but you see something different and you're like, I gotta say something. Some of you guys, I feel like it might be in a position that, yeah, you are guided to like say something, but I feel you got to use your discernment with this and consult God. Some of you guys, it's not your place. It's like you got to allow them to walk their own path and their own journey. We got the Amazon of Swords. Yeah, somebody, this is the Knight of Swords, by the way, but somebody feels guided to like say something, and I feel like some of you guys have like very strong opinions and voices, and sometimes you might act and not really think things through. And I feel like there was an instance where you learned from your past mistake that maybe you gotta think before you speak, but you also have to not be in fear of communicating, but it's just the way that you do it. So, and then you got the Amazon of Cups. Yeah, flowing with the heart with your communication. Now some of you, again, like I said, you're like, either this person is going to communicate and tell me what they feel or what's going on, or I'm going to do it. Some of you guys are not feeling like your heart cannot move on until you know something, or until you get that clarity from, it could be maybe not even directly from that source, but maybe just for God or something to clarify it for you until you feel like you've got that clarity you needed. Then you can move on and move forward. The Nine of Cups, you got another 9, so that's 4 nines. So yeah, it's like the only 9 that's missing is the 4 of Pentacles, but you got almost all the 9s. The Nine of Cups, I feel some of you guys, this is being a little bit selfish and self-centered. For some of you guys, I feel you guys just want to feel emotionally stable again. Your wish is to be emotionally, you know, stable and fulfilled. The High Priestess, and I'm going to stop pulling because I keep pulling more and more cards. The High Priestess, I feel like this is that energy of you needing to go within yourself. This is the time for you to use your own discernment. Take the knowledge and the wisdom that you gather, because you have all the answers within you. And when I say within you, that does mean your spiritual, you know, your spiritual team. Like, they are a part of you. They are within you. You are within the universe. You are connected. So this is going within yourself. Seeking your own counsel. And you have to have a clear mind by doing this. Your emotions, you need to have your emotions stable and intact. So if you're pulling cards, you guys, like, I don't know about you, I'm sure some of you guys do your own readings personally and you pull your own cards and stuff. When you're pulling for yourself and you're asking about something that's very critical or very important to you at that time and in that moment, and your emotions are all over the place and out of whack, and you're in fear, you're confused, when you pull cards, it's just like they don't make a bit of sense, like no sense at all. The key to that, you guys, is you have to learn how to step out of yourself in a way, step out of that energy, almost like you're not reading for yourself, if that makes sense. Like, step out of it. Make sure that you have a clear mind. You know what exactly where you're at, where you stand, and what you're asking or what you're seeking. Or if you feel guided to leave it open, but take a step back and detach. And another thing, like, remain detached by almost, like, I would suggest, I used to do this back in the day, like, record yourself as though you're reading for somebody else, so when you can go back you can listen to it and you're being completely unbiased. For others, like, maybe writing it out, Like, as you pick up a message, write it out. Just write what you pick up. Don't even overthink it. And then when you're done with the reading, go back and read it. Because I feel like when you overthink and you're like, oh, I don't want to be tripping. Oh, I don't want to think too much. Oh, I don't want to get too, oh, I hope I'm not, you know, being too wishful thinking or whatever. Step out of yourself. And if there's someone close to you that you feel can read for you, make sure that that person is in the right state and emotions within themselves, and they're balanced enough to do the reading for you. But I'm just getting, like, consult your higher self. If you guys don't do readings, then this is prayer. This is asking God to show you signs. This is God, you know, if you resonate with dreams or with the dream world, the dream state, and you're into symbolism with dreams, or you have very vivid and lucid dreams, ask God to give you clarity through your dreams. If you guys do good with numbers, ask God to show you a sign through numbers. If you guys do good with colors, animals, whatever, ask Spirit to show you. Whatever sources you feel divinely connected to, or you feel like Spirit speaks to you, whether it's through music, whether it's through another person, whether it's writing and journaling, whether it's whatever it is, ask God to speak to you in that form, and your angels and your guides to bring you that clarity, and just leave it. Go on about your life and your day or whatever, and when it comes to you, you're going to know. Take that message. Don't overthink it. Don't overanalyze it. You asked for a message. You received it. Take it. Alright. That's it. I hope that makes sense. That's all I'm getting. I hope that resonates with you guys. I'm going to pull some empowering questions because I feel guided to do so. I love these cards. They were a gift from one of my supporters. Thank you again. If she's watching, thank you. These cards are very beneficial. So, empowering question. Most High God, what is the question that we should be asking ourselves at this time, or what would be beneficial to, you know, things to question for ourselves? What would I do if I had enough time? What do I do when I have time? So are you, I'm just assuming, but, you know, ask this question yourself, and whatever comes to you, you'll know. But I feel like it's, you know, am I really investing my time in the right things, or am I wasting my time on the wrong things, and the wrong thoughts, and the wrong people, and, you know, etc., etc.? Where am I going and why? Again, so your direction in life. Where am I headed? Where am I really trying to go? And then the bottom card, it says, what is my mission in life? And nobody can really tell you. And then the top card is, what is my instinct telling me to do? Nobody can truly tell you what your life purpose or your mission is. They can kind of give you nuggets and tokens, but they got to leave it up to you to follow it, because it's your own personal journey. You have to have that power within yourself, and that connection to yourself, that you're able to answer your own questions. Like, start answering your own questions. Like, it's okay to kind of get like a nugget and a token from outside sources to kind of lead your way, but you got to be that person that consults within the self, and you build that relationship with your spiritual team, because there's going to be moments where you're not going to have everybody to validate you or help you or tell you what your next move is. You got to be in alignment with yourself. The more in line and in tune, and more individuals, real individuals and leaders within self, being a leader for self, is going to be more powerful collectively with each and every one of you. But if everybody is a follower and a sheep and leaning on the next person, that's not going to help. We need everybody to be in their own truth and their own power, because that's going to amplify. We need that unique energy. And in this world, it's like, it teaches us this opposite energy of, like, you need to be a sheeple, you need to be a servant, you need to be a clone, you need to be a sheep, you need to be like the next person, you need to look, talk, dress. That's not what it is. Like, we all have our own divine missions and purposes and powers and gifts that add to the bigger picture as a whole. God gave us something different for a reason. But if we're all walking around in this clone-like state, and everybody is the same, or they're waiting for the next person to tell them what to do, and, oh, what should we do? Is this right? Where are you going to go? Like, you're going to get lost. You have to have a sense of direction within yourself. It's okay to connect with others that you resonate. It's okay to seek wise counsel, but at the end of the day, you got to go within yourself and take that in and ask yourself, what do I believe? What do I think? What is right for me? How do I feel? And sometimes Spirit will bring you people on your path to test you, to see if you really, know and believe and know yourself. And sometimes God will send you just, as well as they send tests, they will send people to remind you of who you are and give you that, that hit and that token that you need. But again, you have to be self-reliant, and you have to build your own relationship and connection with the Most High or the universe, whatever you believe in. You have to have that, your own personal connect and relationship. So, much love, y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys are interested in booking a personal reading with me, I do have a spring sale going on right now, and it ends this week on Friday, on the 5th. So, get it while you can. I have some openings for you guys for this month, but for others that are looking for, like, other readings, I am booked up for April. I'm not gonna lie, I'm completely booked for April. But I do have emergency readings available if you guys need a reading soon, within a 24 to 48 hour time frame. Otherwise, you guys, more than likely you're gonna have to wait until May, because I'm booked up. I am booked up, okay? But if I have openings, I'll let you guys know. But that's just a heads up that I am booked up for the month of April. And I only have a few bookings open, and that's for the spring sale readings. So if you purchase a spring reading, you guys will get it this month. But for others that are booking other readings, you guys will have to wait until May. So if you guys have patience and stuff like that, cool. If not, I do have an emergency reading available. I would suggest that you guys email me directly if you guys have any questions. Much love as always. I appreciate you guys. Until the next